his so-called wife Sarah. Okay? Now, one of the things I'm still trying to figure this one out, and that is, how is it Abraham, who we've been taught was a Hebrew, had sex with an Egyptian and gave birth to an Arab?
How it goes wild, right? Well, let me break it down. Genesis 17.
Fuck what Ishmael returned to him. Genesis chapter 22 and verse 2 show you Abraham
Give them gifts.
He gave him gifts and sent them
send them
away.
away.
He could have turned a fucking Jehovah Witness and all. He really give a fuck about
Not
that.
dealing with the promise.
That's who he was dealing with. Hey, the Arabs and them used to worship all different form, much different gods and all kind of thing. Abraham didn't give a fuck about that. Abraham was dealing with Isaac.
The Genesis. Select.
22?
Nah.
Oh,
Genesis 17.
right.
No, we'll bring it 22.
Yeah, we could bring it up.
Genesis 17, I will start from 1. It says, because basically we see, do you know how Abraham went with the Egyptian and make our Arab? This is what the scriptures say, right? The book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and 5 and 15, they prove all things and hold fast to that which is true, right? And basically you ain't really proving nothing. He ain't really proving nothing there, right? He ain't proving nothing. Only the dumb, the deaf, and the blind go take heed to what it is he's saying there. So it says, Genesis chapter 17 and 1. It says, and when Abraham was 90 years old and 9, the Yahweh appeared to Abraham and said unto him, I am the Almighty Power. Walk before me and be thou perfect, and I will make my covenant between me and thee, and will multiply thee exceedingly. And Abraham fell on his face, and God talked with him, saying, as for me, behold, my covenant is with thee, and thou shalt be a father of many nations. He shall be a father of many nations. It have a song, when you go in Sunday school, you sing, Father Abraham of many sons, of many sons. So he's a father of many nations. Different nation, the Egyptian, that came out from that one man, that one seed.
Hey, this same guy talking is the seed of Abraham.
He's the seed of Abraham.
But what? He was that Kemet?
Yeah.
He's an Egyptian?
Kendaham. Right? It says, I'll read that. It says, and for, verse 4, and for me, behold, my covenant is with thee, and thou shalt be father of many nations. Neither shall thy name any more be called Abraham. All right, I will jump to bam. I will jump to 20. Genesis 17 and verse 20 to 21. It says, thy wife. And as for Isaac, and as for Ishmael, they answered, and as for Ishmael, I have heard thee. Behold, I have blessed him, and will make him fruitful, and will multiply him exceedingly. 12 princes shall he beget, and I will make him a great nation. All right?
The Arabs is a great nation.
Yeah, up to this day. Yeah.
It's a wealthy nation.
Right? It says, but my covenant, right? My promise, my covenant will I establish with Isaac, which Sarah shall bear unto thee at this set time the next year. We say, but my covenant will I establish with Isaac. Because why? Isaac wasn't the firstborn. Ishmael was the firstborn, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the promise is to go to the firstborn.
Read Genesis 22 and 2.
Right? Genesis 22 and 2. Start from 1.
Yeah, you could start from one.
Genesis 22 and 1. It says, and it came to pass after these things that power did tempt Abraham and said unto him, Abraham. And he said, behold, here am I. And he said, take now thy son, thy only son, Isaac, whom thou lovest, and get thee into the land of Moriah.
Hey, take not thine only son, but Ishmael is the first.
Do you understand?
The Most High didn't regard him at all.
Can
It blot him out.
blot him out. Because why? He wasn't, the covenant wasn't to be established with him. Right? Many nations shall come out of Abraham. Alright? Jumping back. Yeah, and that is it. That the answer there. That is the answer there. So you go back into it.
Because all the Arabs will tell you that they are the children of Ishmael. That's what they say. Okay? Go ahead, brother, read on.
So if the Arabs could tell you that is the children of Ishmael, the Arabs know that Ishmael is a real person. It's not a figment of the imagination. They have a genealogy coming down.
So how Abraham is not a real person?
For Ishmael to be real,
but-
Abraham had to be real.
No, but that what you saying. So you understand?
And the people behind him, like they
Yeah,
applaud.
the crowd going wild.
The one by bondmaid, which was Hagar the Egyptian, go ahead.
The other by a free
The other by a free woman, which was Sarah, right? Go ahead.
But he who was of the bondwoman was born after the flesh.
That was Ishmael. He was born out of sin, in other words, because God didn't promise this one. God promised the other one, according to the Jews. Go ahead.
But he of the free woman was by promise.
But he of the free woman, meaning Sarah and Isaac, was a promise. Now, this brother's getting ready to read a phrase that I'm sure was never brought to his attention before. And it probably wasn't brought to a lot of y'all's attention. What is the first few words in the 24th verse, brother?
Which things are an allegory.
Thank you. If y'all didn't hear it. It said, which things are an allegory. In case y'all don't know what an allegory is, an allegory means it's not a true story. It's not a real.
All right. Alright, so we're gonna get the definition of the word allegory, right? Allegory. Allegory, right? Allegorize. It says figurative treatment of an unmentioned subject under the guise of another, similar to it in some way, right? 14th century allegoria, from Greek allegory, figurative language, describes of one thing under the image of another, literally a speaking about something else. From allos, another, different, right? Beyond, speak, open speak, in assembly, from assembly. So basically what?
They're using it to describe something.
That is it, right? And further down, it does give you a definition of wordnet. It says allegory, a short moral story, right? So it have diverse meaning for the word allegory, right? It's a short moral story, often with animal character, synonym, fable, parable, allegory, a visible symbol representing an abstract image, idea. Right. The next one is an expressive style that use, and there's the definition he going with right now.
In other words, like fall over here, shoot, or say a boop.
Boop, yeah. Right. It says an expressive style that is used frictional character, an event to describe something subject by suggestive semblance and extending metaphor.
Okay. You're going to end up like the dog without the bone.
Can I describe it?
You understand?
How you go end up?
You go on to the dog, he come by the water and he watch over and see a bone.
Right?
And when he open him out, they take the bone, was the bone in him out already.
Okay.
So he lost the bone.
It's like in the book of Galatians 4. No, like Matthew.
Ah, Matthew. Yeah. Matthew chapter 13 and verse 11.
Wait, what are you saying?
Yeah, I'll start at verse 9. It says, who had ear to hear, let him hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, because it was given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but unto them it is not given. For whosoever...
Yeah, so the scripture say what? Why speakest thou to them in parable? The disciples are, and the Abishai say what? Because it's given unto you to know the mystery. Right? But it wasn't given unto them. It wasn't given unto the Hamites to know the mysteries of the Heavenly Father, but it was given unto us.
It wasn't even given unto 2/3.
Can.
So you go hear 2/3 saying a lot of like some
Dumb shit.
craziness. You can't go in Egypt. What you doing? If there's such an Egyptian, go in the place.
Yeah.
Go and set up and live.
See the blue letter again. Yeah, is it?
Come on.
Real event. It's a story that was made up. It was an illustration that was created to make a point. In other words,
Right, so that's what he's stating and that's what he's saying. It's a make-up thing. But as the scripture say, prove all things. You know, prove all things.
What piece of here?
Can.
This is Amos chapter 3 and verse 7. It says, surely Yahweh Hashem Yahushai will do nothing but reveal his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. Right? Yeah, and there is who the Most High revealing it on. The Most High not revealing it to each and everybody. You know? So you go find people coming up with a lot of bullshit because they didn't have the understanding of the scriptures. It wasn't given unto them. The Most High set up the men and them who he wanted that with that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. He said, give us an unction to know all things. That is why we don't be in Egypt dusting off nothing. What you need to do is go and dust off the scriptures and read it. You playing archaeologist for they don't find all the findings in Egypt already. All they come in later is a set of bullshit. No facts, no real. They didn't even have a real argument.
You ain't ready getting a proper definition on the word allegory, but in some of the translation it says these two women are like pictures of the two agreement, the covenant that God made with his people Hagar is like the agreement of God made on Sinai Sinai mountain. That agreement caused people to become slaves, right? They didn't really gain any justice on it, but as we read before, as we read before, that it was representing something, right? Yeah, precept.
Second Corinthians chapter 4
And
and
3.
verse 3. It says, "But if our gospel be hid, it is hid from them that are lost."
Is hated from them that are lost, right? And 2/3 of the nation of Israel is lost. They lost to the fact that they don't know who they is. So to the definite picking and any kind of thing to persuade you from your belief.
Hey, Salak. And they see that beacon of light, and they turn their back on it. So they're going deeper and deeper into the darkness. You understand? That light with they see, they don't want no part of that. It's too bright for their eyes. So they turn their back on it and they're going deeper and deeper into the darkness.
This is Isaiah 29:11. It says, and the vision of all is become unto you as the word of a book that is sealed, which man deliver to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he said, I cannot, for it is sealed. Right? So this book is sealed. It is sealed unto them. But it isn't sealed unto us, because that is why we could watch the video and debunk it and bring scriptures and facts to show that these things in the Bible is real, right? The so-called white man even bringing out facts. He's showing that the Moabite stone real, right? The ark, the Noah's ark was found Mount Ararat.
The chariots.
Right, the chariots under the Gulf of Suez.
Yes, yeah, can.
Right? They and it's because of the scriptures. They went and looked up these things and they found it. So you people do your research. Stop taking talk from these fucking idiots. Right? So with that we want to give was we there?
No,
Right? So with that we want to give our praises to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. Right? B'Hashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of great mercy and rule well. Peace and blessing to the brothers that preach this word in sincerity and in truth. The brother Hawad and brother Kwam. We say Shalom and hope this video was edifying to the elect. And what?